Hi everyone, my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in today's video I want to talk about retinol and whether retinol actually speeds up skin renewal. And yes, it does, but not in a way it's usually understood, and that matters because it influences how you end up using it. Now if you look this up, Google's AI summary will usually say that retinol speeds up skin renewal by speeding up how quickly skin cells turn over and regenerate. And that summary isn't wrong, but it leaves out what that actually means for the skin. Because skin renewal is already something your skin is doing on its own. Your skin is constantly shedding old cells and then replacing them with new ones, even without any active ingredients. And what retinol does isn't just make that process happen faster, it also changes how skin cells are instructed to behave. Skin cells start dividing more actively, they move upward with the skin faster, and then they shed sooner than they normally would. That increased activity can make the surface of the skin look smoother and more even over time, because older cells aren't sitting at the surface as long. But at the same time, those skin cells have less time to fully mature, and the skin has less time to adjust between renewal cycles. And this is where irritation can come in, because at first some of those newer skin cells reach the surface before the skin has fully adjusted to what's actually happening. And that can leave the surface a bit more exposed than usual. So you can see more water loss, more sensitivity or stinging and irritation early on. And that's not because the skin is damaged, but because things are changing faster than the skin can comfortably keep up with. And over time, some skin adjusts to that change and starts to tolerate it better, and some skin doesn't. And that difference really comes down to how much stress the skin can handle while renewal is being pushed. So whether retinol feels helpful or starts to feel like too much depends on how well your skin can handle that increased demand. And that's really what shapes whether retinol ends up feeling supportive or even overwhelming for your skin. And there's one more thing worth mentioning, which is that you will also often hear that retinol helps with the natural slowing of the skin renewal with age. And again, that's not completely wrong. Skin renewal does slow down as we get older, but retinol doesn't restore your full renewal. It doesn't turn the clock back. What it does is push skin cells to behave more actively, even though the skin itself is changing with age. And for some skin, that extra stimulation feels helpful. For other skin, especially that's already more fragile, that extra demand can become harder to tolerate over time. So when the AI summary says that retinol speeds up skin renewal, what it's really describing is a change in how skin cells behave and mature, not just a simple speed boost. And without that context, it's very easy to assume that a faster renewal is always a positive thing. Now I hope that this helped put things into context. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!